It's Gene, retired in Mexico, and we ask one question on this channel, which is if you're new, and that is, do they write them and sing them like they used to? Now, a lot of people, young and old, they think the old music is better, but I'm not so sure. And I'll explain what we're doing in a minute. I got these skulls here because I'm in Mexico, and so now I get to do my Hamlet impersonation. Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him. All right. So put that over here. And so what we're doing is, this channel has been devoted to defending the music of the 21st century because a lot of people say the new music isn't any good. And I disagree with that. So then to create a little balance, we did this flip where I'm taking pot shots at the pop charts from the 70s. And so anyway, we're doing a worst song tournament. As you saw, it's 64 songs, NCAA bracket, and we're late into the second round here. So pretty soon it'll be the Sweet 16. And so today you can see from the thumbnail or from the description what we're doing. And we're doing Rupert Holmes versus David Geddes. Rupert Holmes is British American. He was born in England but raised as a youth in the United States in New York. And then David Geddes, who is, he's from Michigan. And we're going to pit those two against each other. And then the next pair of songs is going to be Clint Holmes, no relation to Rupert Holmes. He's from, he's also British American. He was born in England and then raised in the United States, I believe also in New York. So yeah, they're not related, but they have a similar history. And then C.W. McCall from Iowa. And all four of these guys are still alive. So I don't mean them any disrespect. Songwriting's a team. But anyway, we're just trying to create some balance here. So most of you are enjoying the series. Some are not. But this is for fun. And I encourage you to have a fun spirit and view this as a game. And these are just my opinions. And again, just trying to say there was good music and bad music back in the day. There's good and there's bad music today. And that's it. All right, so let's go ahead and hit this up. We'll start with Escape, the Pina Colada song. And I've done some research into these guys and read the lyrics before hitting record.
I was tired of my lady. We'd been together too long. Like a worn-out recording of a favorite song. So while she lay there sleeping, I read the paper in bed. And in the personal columns, there was this letter I read. If you like pina coladas, getting caught in the rain. If you're not into yoga, if you have half a brain. I didn't think about my lady. I know that sounds kind of mean. But me and my old lady have fallen into the same old routine. So I wrote to the paper, I've got to meet you by tomorrow noon and cut through all this red tape at a bar called O'Malley's, where we'll plan our escape. And she walked in the place. I knew her smile in an instant. I knew the curve of her face. It was my own lovely lady. And she said, oh, it's you. Then we laughed for a moment. And I said, I never knew that you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain and the feel of the ocean. The taste of
Let's fade. We'll go right into the next song.
Daddy, please don't. It wasn't his fault. He means so much to me. Daddy, please don't. We're gonna get married. Just you wait and see. Every night, the same old dream. I hate to close my eyes. I can't erase the memory, the sound of Julie's cries. She called me up late that night. She said, Joe, don't come over. My dad and I just had a fight, and he stormed out the door. I've never seen him act this way. My God, he's going crazy. He says he's gonna make you pay for what we've done. He's got a gun, so run, Joey, run, Joey, run. Daddy, please don't. It wasn't his fault. He means so much to me. Watch out! Then Julie yelled, he's got a gun, and she stepped in front of me. Suddenly, a shot rang out, and I saw Julie falling. I ran to her, I held her close. When I looked down, my hands were red, and here's the last words Julie said. Daddy, please don't. It wasn't his fault. He means so much to me. Daddy, please don't. We're gonna get married.
Wow. That's going to be a tough one because, we've got these two lyrics, the kind of lyrics that showed up on the pop charts. The Escape the Pina Colada song. He's tired of his old lady. She's tired of him. They meet by accident and they go, oh, it's you. And they laugh, which is so unbelievable. And so it's kind of that reprehensible behavior that it's kind of dated, kind of 60s, 70s, kind of free love kind of thing. And yeah, it hasn't aged that well, but I don't really want to hold that against it. But on the other hand, it's produced really well. I mentioned that really good fade. Steve Jordan plays the second drum on there. And yeah, it's guitar, bass, and drum, keyboards, vocals. That's it. And nicely produced, nicely played. He's a decent singer. So yeah, the only objection on that song is the lyrics. There's nothing objectionable about it sonically. Now this one, on the other hand, which is just a teen tragedy tribute, and I was listening to this. I was thinking this is kind of the blueprint for Meatloaf, right? I mean, Bat Out of Hell kind of comes from this template. I mean, I know he was pulling from the 60s teen tragedies, but this song here sounds like a real influence on Meatloaf. But unfortunately, the production's really bad. And the girl, when it's not produced or mixed well. And she's kind of not that great of a role. Neither one of them are great singers. And then what really ruins it is that kind of heavenly chorus at the end. Really tough. Rupert Holmes, it might be the more reprehensible of the two songs, but I'm going to go with the David Geddes just because of the production. But I had a guy really like, hey, Run Joey Runs, but he's very serious about it. He loved the song and hey, it tells a story and all this, but at least Escape the Pina Colada song, at least it's different. I mean, it's pretty clever. This one here is kind of a little bit by the numbers. Yeah, the girl gets shot by accident. You know, not so original. The Rupert Holmes, I have to give it credit for being an original song. I don't think there's any other song quite like that one. This one here, just kind of by the numbers. So I'm going to go ahead and advance the David Geddes, but I don't hate either of these songs, and I don't love them either. But I'm okay. I'm okay with these songs. They're just very average. So let's go and do the next one. There's a good chance that there'll be an ad because they often play that between the two songs after either the second or the third one. So if you see a little edit and dissolve, that'll be why. Clint Holmes. Children's choruses, never a good idea.
When this old world gets me down and there's no love to be found, I close my eyes and soon I find I'm in a playground in my mind where the children laugh and the children play and we sing a song all day. My name is Michael, I got a nickel shiny and new. I'm gonna buy me all kinds of candy, that's what I'm gonna do. Where the children laugh and the children play and we sing a song all day. I'm gonna sing it when we get married. We're gonna have a baby or two. We're gonna let them visit their grandma. That's what we're gonna do. See the little children living in a world that I left behind. Happy little children in the playground in my mind. See the little children, see how they play so happy in the playground in my mind. La 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 la
Okay.
Breaker 19, this here's a rubber duck. You got a copy on me, Big Ben? Come on. Yeah, 10-4, Big Ben, for sure, for sure. By golly, it's clean clear to Flagtown. Come on. Yeah, it's a big 10-4 there, Big Ben. Yeah, we definitely got the front door, good buddy. Mercy sakes alive, looks like we got us a convoy.
It was the dark of the moon on the 6th of June in a Kenworth pulling logs. Cab over Pete with a reefer on and a Jimmy hauling hogs. We is heading for Bear on I-10 about a mile out of Shaky Town. I says, Pigpen, this here's a rubber duck and I'm about to put the hammer down.
'Cause we got a little convoy rocking through the night. Yeah, we got a little convoy. It's your beautiful sight. Convoy.
Breaker, Big Ben, this here's a duck. Now, you want to back off them hogs? 10-4, about 5 mile or so. 10, roger, them hogs is getting intense up here.
By the time we got into Tulsa town, we had 85 trucks in all. But there's a roadblock up on the Cloverleaf, and them bears was wall to wall. Yeah, them smokies as thick as bugs on a bumper. They even had a bear in the air.
Give me a 10-9 on that, Big Ben. Negatory, Big Ben, you're still too close. Yeah, them hogs is starting to close up my sinuses. Mercy sakes, you better back off another 10.
Well, we rolled up Interstate 44 like a rocket sled on rails. We tore up all of our swindle sheets and left them setting on the scales. By the time we hit that shy town, them bears was getting smart. They'd brought up some reinforcements from the Illinois National Guard. There's armored cars and tanks and jeeps and rigs of every size. Yeah, them chicken coops was full of bears, and choppers filled the skies. Well, we shot the line, we went for broke, with 1,000 screaming trucks, and 11 long-haired friends of Jesus in a chartreuse microbus.
Here, Rubber Duck to Sodbuster. Come on there, yeah, 10-4 Sodbuster. Listen, you want to put that microbus in behind that suicide jockey? Yeah, he's hauling dynamite, and he needs all the help he can get.
Well, we laid a strip for the Jersey Shore and prepared to cross the line. I could see the bridge was lined with bears, but it didn't have a doggone dime. I says, Pigpen, this here's a rubber duck. We just ain't going to pay no toll. So we crashed the gate doing 98. I says, let them truckers roll 10-4.
Cause we got a mighty convoy rocking through the night. Yeah, we got a mighty convoy. Ain't she a beautiful sight? I wanna join our convoy. Ain't nothing gonna get in our way. We gonna roll this trucking convoy. I'll see you next day.
All right, 10-4, Big Ben. What's your 20? Omaha. Well, they ought to know what to do with them honks out there for sure. Well, mercy sakes, good buddy. We're going to back on out here, so keep the bugs off your glass and the bears off your tail. We'll catch you on the flip-flop. This here's a Rubber Duck on the side.
Okay. So, actually, I think this is an easy one. You can probably tell from my facial expressions. At least I had some fun with this. And again, the 10-song rule. If I had to play each one of these 10 times. So, the C.W. McCall, he's 93. Yeah. And I guess he was a commercial artist, and then he kind of did this as a side gag because he did commercial art, he was in advertising. And so somehow he got involved in doing this for a bread company or something. So it's a novelty, and I'm a little more forgiving of novelty songs. Last time I said that Jerry Reed does these songs a lot better, and you had this kind of strange female chorus in here. And I joked about him crashing the gates at 98, but maybe 98 rhymes with gate. Maybe I should just let it go. But I did like the banjo in here, which I noticed last time, but really hit me this time. Really cool banjo in there. And the lyrics they're clever, right? They're clever, at least. Clint Holmes, on the other hand, that song, boy, that guy needs psychological counseling. So let's move Clint Holmes forward. I think it's pretty easy. I was uncomfortable with that song and would not be able to listen to it 10 times. So that's it. If you like what we're doing, senior reacting to the new music or taking a few stabs at the old music and just trying to create some balance, it's the anti-nostalgia channel. I don't believe in the good old days. I think good and bad in the past, good and bad in the present. There'll be good and bad in the future. And that's just how I see it. So if you like what I'm doing, hit that like or subscribe button. I really appreciate it. And as we say here in Bonita, Mexico, buen dia.
I was tired